Australia is unique in all the world, and not just because it's the only continent which is also a single sovereign nation. Australia is the only Western economy to emerge from the Wall Street-created global financial crisis without sliding into recession. Australia is ideally positioned, both geographically and with the resources to be China's economic partner in the next century of great financial advancement. Australia is the fuel station, which will power most of China's industry and development for the next great leap. This is the raw wealth on which Australia is building its wealth, and the richest parts of Australia are where this wealth is concentrated. The state of Queensland is the centre of Australia's new wealth. The state's population is now growing by one new person every 4 minutes, and its capital city, Brisbane, the closest Australian state capital to China, is the fastest growing city in all of Australia.
G'day, I'm Campbell Newman, the Lord Mayor of Brisbane, Australia's new world city. Brisbane is an exciting, vibrant, multicultural city where 23% of our residents were born overseas. It's been Australia's fastest growing capital city for more than a decade.
To meet these growth demands, the Queensland State Government has allocated a massive $30 billion to planned infrastructure, with $21 billion dedicated to the inner Brisbane area for projects such as the Airport Link, the Eastern Busway and local hospital upgrades. BIS Shrapnel, one of Australia's leading property forecasters, predict that Queensland will have a market demand for 43,000 new dwellings each year for the next 5 years. The vast majority of that market demand is in Brisbane, where new building is not keeping pace with the population's demand for places to live. The low availability of housing is driving rents up, with a 7% increase per year expected for apartments in the inner city. Returns on investments are forecast by all sources to be strong, with an historic average annual price gain of 7.6% over the past 5 years.
And Council is assisting that growth with a multi-billion-dollar investment in public transport, roads and tunnels to keep Brisbane moving.
Transport is the key to investment success in this fast-growing metropolis. Transport-oriented developments situated close to major new transport facilities are the peak propositions for rental returns and capital growth. And nothing is higher on this investment summit than Chelsea in Brisbane's Bowen Hills. Surrounded by over $21 billion in development and infrastructure, including $3 billion on the RNA showgrounds right next door, the Chelsea comprises 195 inner urban apartments in one of Brisbane's most development-focused inner-city precincts. Located almost above Brisbane's planned Metro Underground Railway project, Chelsea is in the prime position to ride Brisbane's future growth, right at the centre of a major bus, train, bike and pedestrian interchange. This transport system will link Chelsea Bowen Hills to the city and all major universities around Brisbane, making these apartments an attractive location for the professional people and students who lead the demand for apartment rentals. The Chelsea Bowen Hills is so close to some of Brisbane's highest achieving schools that you'll be able to see them from the apartment balconies. Even closer, the 53 buildings of the Royal Brisbane and Women's Hospital are just a short walk from Chelsea Bowen Hills. 7,200 doctors, nurses and administrative staff work here, and many of them are looking for a home closer to where they work. Equally close to Chelsea Bowen Hills is Rupert Murdoch's Queensland headquarters, where hundreds of professional journalistic staff publish over 4.3 million copies of Brisbane's Courier Mail newspaper each week. Another huge source of people to rent apartments at Chelsea Bowen Hills. There will be many social attractions to living at Chelsea Bowen Hills as well. Chelsea Bowen Hills is just 60 metres from this $3 billion redevelopment, which will see a whole new precinct of restaurants, bars, cafes and shopping along the streets of the immediate neighbourhood. Within a short stroll of Chelsea Bowen Hills, residents will have their choice of 88 restaurants, 32 bars, 22 galleries, 63 boutiques and 102 cafes. 2.5 kilometres from the city centre and just 1.5 kilometres from the Fortitude Valley retail and music scene. Chelsea also has the benefit of a premium real estate pedigree, coming from the drawing boards of Metro Property Development and their joint venture partner, Pearls Australasia. Metro is the new company of Brisbane property legend David Devine, who for a quarter of a century has led the city in residential profit-taking.
David Devine has been at the forefront of Brisbane's residential growth for many years. He's built about 60% of Brisbane's high-rise apartment buildings, and he's maintained a strong commitment to the community through his charity donations. I'm delighted to offer my full support to his new company, Metro Property Development Proprietary Limited, and I'm confident this new venture will ensure his outstanding success continues well into the future.
Chelsea Bowen Hills is the 8th major city residential project to be planned and marketed by David Devine and Ken Woodley. As the prime movers of Devine, a top 500 Australian public company, this dynamic duo changed the face of Brisbane CBD by building some 60% of the city's high-rise apartments. And they changed the face of Melbourne with a single building, their biggest apartment project to date, Victoria Point in Docklands, valued at $338 million in 2006. In Brisbane, projects from Cathedral Place in Fortitude Valley to Casino Towers in the George Street Government Office Precinct brought David Devine's unmistakable stamp into the cityscape. David Devine's belief in innovation as the art of business is most marked in the success of his River Place apartments. Apartments here have shown astounding capital gains over periods as short as 5 years. One apartment, which cost $1.125 million in 2001, sold in 2007 for $2.15 million, a profit of $1.025 million. Another sold in 2000 for $795,000, fetched $1.8 million in 2007, a profit of over $1 million. And a River Place apartment worth $349,000 in 2000 sold last year for $1,042,500, a profit of almost 200%. What will they be worth in the future in a market where research from respected analysts BIS Shrapnel shows a shortfall of 43,000 new dwellings for 2011 alone between market demand and what is being built? One thing is certain, what they're worth tomorrow will be assured by the quality of construction and maintenance, which is a built-in aspect of every one of David Devine's structures. Unlike apartments in Victoria and New South Wales, units in Queensland have the benefit of more than adequate sinking funds for ongoing maintenance, which are managed in all David Devine buildings by very competent body corporate organisations. In Chelsea Bowen Hills, such construction quality will be augmented by a unique new level of design quality which springs directly from David Devine's inspiration source. New York. New York style in luxury apartments scaled for a contemporary lifestyle where the urban surroundings are an extension of your home. New York savvy in locations which are close to work, transport and any number of social scenes. The New York buzz in the trend-setting Chelsea is what will make these apartments so highly sought after by Brisbane's growing number of cosmopolitan inner urban residents. Chelsea Bowen Hills residents will enjoy such luxuries as 2 sky decks where they can gather with their friends and neighbours to take in the stunning city views. The 1- and 2-bedroom apartments are all finished to exacting standards, complete with high-quality kitchens and bathrooms, ready to rent. Planned completion date is mid-2012. The Chelsea Bowen Hills apartments are in the right place at the right time for a profitable investment in the fastest growing capital city market in the powerhouse economy of Australia. sun shines brightly in Brisbane. Let the sun shine brightly on your investment future at Chelsea Bowen Hills Apartments.